Audience Radio Show. I'm Camilla, and together you and I are going to do some amazing talking/listening over the next hour. Today on the show, we'll count down the top 10 weekly chart. We'll also be catching up with Brandon Negri. He's from Auckland-based band The Wyld. We'll be treated to their live performance for In Session at Roundhead Studios. Now, it's worth a mention, there have been a few changes online at theaudience.co.nz. You can now check out the daily chart. That is a top 10 which has been collated over the last 24 hours and recorded from 3 a.m. from the preceding 24 hours. And the top 10 weekly chart won't be changed. That's what happens on the Audience Radio Show, which is what we're about to kick off into. It'll be announced every week. And we also now have the wildcard chart, which is updated hourly based on activity from the first to the last day of each calendar month. Tracks in this category are also in the running for the New Zealand On Air Making Tracks wildcard funding. So you see, your votes really are important. Make sure you head along to theaudience.co.nz to vote for your favourite artists and songs. Congratulations to this month's winner, Paper Cranes. They won funding for their song. It's so sweet. It's called Little Darling, and it's no stranger to the Audience chart. We kicked off this week's show with Drop Dead Redhead. They're based in Auckland, and that track was called Randy Candy. Let's get started now with the chart. Time for a little refresher. Do you remember last week's number one? That's right, there you go. That's Young Wyld. He's 16, and that track is called Got a Ticket. Who will be contending this week? Let's start this thing. Coming in at number 10, it's a new entrant who can make music out of anything, including wine glasses and coins dropping in jars. I've always liked that little tinkling. Sounds like a wee tinkling sound. It's Petra Bullock with a track called Remember the Rain.
All right, let's get started at number 10.
Remember the sunshine, remember rain, remember love, was that not worth the pain? Oh.
Petra Bullock there with Remember the Rain, coming in at number 10. If you've just tuned in, you're listening to the Audience Radio Show, and we are kicking off the weekly top 10 chart, and I'm Camilla. Who's number 9, you ask? And I answer Cheshire Grimm, a skewed take on that sickeningly grinny cat from Alice in Wonderland. Always a bit irritating, that cat, so smug. This is a three-piece. They hail from Hamilton, and they're new entrants here on the chart. Let's have a listen.
Number 9.
Cross your heart or proclaim yourself a liar. But I like the taste of your grin. Take me, check out all the dregs below. And I like
Cheshire Grimm there at number 9 with Sinn. And before that, Petra Bullock at 10 with Remember the Rain. We'll check out the full version of that song in a minute, because with the top 10 we play slight little excerpts as we count down, and then every now and then we'll treat you to the full version, as well as some new awesome tunes that we've discovered on theaudience.co.nz. Next up, it's Wellington's Blind Venetians with Naive Eyes. They're coming in at number 8.
This week, number 8.
there, that was this week's number 10, but the full version, Petra Bullock there with Remember the Rain. Now, she experiments with household items to create a very unique sound. Could you hear the coins dropping into the jar in that one? I love that sound. It means, yay, there's enough for a bottle of wine if we run out of money. Or not. It also means, yes, let's buy some milk. Milk is so expensive. So next up, this band have had a tumultuous few years since the release of their debut, Come Howling. I love that title. That was released in 2009. They've made the compulsory musicians move to Brooklyn. They've switched record labels and they've worked hard on their follow-up, which is entitled Spirit Lights. Originally from Wellington, it's Family Cactus with Fields and Fields. and welcome back to the Audience Radio Show. I'm Camilla. And before the break, we heard from Slugcutters with a track called Headwaves. Coming up, we continue with the Top 10 chart countdown, but right now, allow me to introduce you to Auckland band The Wyld, comprising of 3 members, Brandon Negri, Mo Kerr, and Joe Pascoe. These guys create a hip-hop rock fusion, and they had a featured track on the site this week, theaudience.co.nz. I'm catching up with Brandon in a second, but right now, have a listen to their track Revolution.
All I know and all I see is clouded fantasies. Started small, stretching out, reaching overseas. Look at me, tell me what you see. Are you in love with me?
Uphill, meaning more scale. All I can still to eat my meal. Music, lose it, abuse it, choose it. Crude shit, you'd hit if you had to spit. Lyrics don't swallow, cause you are hollow. Flow will hit the ground. So sick of sound that I got you sick of sound. Sick of sound that I got you sick of sound. Yeah. This is a revolution. A revolution in sound. This is a revolution. No longer underground.
All I know and all I see is clouded fantasies. Started small, stretching out, reaching overseas. Look at me, tell me what you see. Are you in love with me?
We are laughing and relaxing, we are chilling and we're grasping what is happening, we're changing. It's a love that I am taxing, no more time than we always saying. Cause you are so great and this is making one more take and we'll be on TV soon. Many views on the news and the mic we abuse and we choose not to lose and cruise. Fine, leave me in my back cave, see the music I save. You can see that I'm brave, damn. Just trying to be your man, the leader to your Titanic. Any distance I can span it, even the Atlantic. Any race I ran it, any verse I landed, any hook, Brandon smash it. Yeah. All I look for as a man is a meaning. Megaphones are lifting up the ceiling.
All that I can see now, what's holding me now. All that I can see now, what's holding me now. Everything I see now, in front of me, I know.
Megaphones are lifting up the ceiling. All as a man is a meaning.
This is a revolution in sound. This is a revolution, no longer underground. All I know and all I see is clouded fantasies. Started small, stretching out, reaching overseas. Look at me, tell me what you see. Are you in love with me?
Joining me now, I have Brandon from The Wyld. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. Now, you guys
Good,
are a
good.
3-piece. You are based in Auckland. You've got Joe and Mo, and then yourself. How do I pronounce your last name?
My last name is pronounced Negri.
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 Excellent. Thank you very much. That clarifies that for me and the listeners. Now, you guys formed 2 years ago. How did you all come together? How did you meet each other?
I think it was mostly university. Joe and Mo met through university, and they studied architecture together.
Ah.
And then I met Mo through his older brother, and we all kind of got together for this weekly thing that we were doing, where it's basically we all got together and made music. And we met each other through that. We didn't really realize that we could we had our individual talents, but we just didn't really kind of put it together until those meetings.
Wow.
And so, yeah, then from there, it just kind of grew. It was really cool.
So when you guys met, you figured out what sort of, did you have musical taste in common at all, or is it just talents that you brought together and were like, well, I like this, and then figured out who could do what?
I think it was more me and Mo have always had a real common sense in like what we liked,
Right.
music-wise. Joe really brings this cool, like old school rock and roll kind of aesthetic to the whole thing, which is really, I think it really needs that, because me and Mo get into our like Kanye West and like real like, I don't know, cliche like hip hop stuff, but he kind of grounds us in the rock and roll side of things, which is, it's a nice balance.
Yeah, well, obviously it works really well for you guys, and you
Yeah,
make
yeah.
something that's totally listenable,
Yeah.
pulling things together that normally there's not normally a marriage between. So when you write the songs, what comes first? Is it the hip hop? Is it the guitar riff? Is it the lyric? What parts? How do you go about that process together as a trio?
Well, when we write the songs, I usually start it on anything from like, just a MacBook Pro with Logic, or sometimes I'll use my iPhone. I'll be using like an iPad. Like I use a bunch of different stuff, but it usually starts with me coming up with some sort of like drum loop or a musical idea that I then kind of bring to the guys, and then they will build off of that and get inspired by something, and then hear the song that's in there, and then we'll keep developing it from there.
So you guys have had quite an exciting, in the space of 2 years, a really exciting career so far. Blogs, pretty helpful. You'll be right at home on the audience, considering that, helps spread the word. But what happened? Can you explain to us what happened with Pigeons and Planes when you submitted a song, or your songs there?
When we first did our first track, was Revolution, and we got done with it, and we were kind of like, okay, now what? Because I don't think we had like a career in mind. We were kind of in just more like, we just messing around every week, and we had this track, and we were like, okay, what are we going to do with it? And then next thing I know, Mo had said to me, oh, by the way, I sent it to Pigeons and Planes. And at the time, it still is, but at the time that was like this unattainable thing. Like it was our most favorite music blog. We just looked up to it so much, and the fact that he sent our song to it, I was like, oh, what? Like, are you joking? And so, yeah, anyway, we got an email back from the guy, and he was like, that's amazing. I'm going to post it tomorrow. And we were like, what? Like freaking out. And then when he posted it, suddenly we got all these, like this flurry of emails from all these different A&Rs in like New York and LA and all across the United States, Australia, all in our inbox being like, who are you guys? Where are you from? Like, what's going on? And it was really overwhelming and really cool.
Did you have a cry? A happy cry?
Oh, we didn't have a happy cry. It was just more like a little bit of like disbelief, because it was like our first track. It was like, let's drop this. And then suddenly it was just like, the guy who signed Kid Cudi to Universal Motown when they were still around, he was, in our inbox going, hey guys, what's going on? And it was just like, oh my gosh.
It would have been so overwhelming for you.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow. So you guys, you are very busy. You got the New Zealand On Air grant. Are you spending it wisely?
Yes, we are.
So, no frivolity there.
No.
So, with Preface, who worked on that with you?
Production-wise?
Yes.
So we did all the production, and then we had it mixed with our good friend Jason Hull from Black Diamond Productions, and we did it over the course of, I think it was about 2 or 3 months. So we just kind of, whenever we got like a free evening or free weekends and stuff, just all of our spare time was dedicated towards getting it out.
And you're reworking Rome. Why is that? Why are you reworking that single?
From the feedback that we've got from our like fans and friends and family and stuff, Rome's got a real good, strong kind of. It's got that hit factor, I guess you could say, where it's just instantly something clicks with it.
Right.
So we just want to tweak it just a little bit and kind of just get it so that it's got a higher impact for like radio and all the different mediums, because you kind of have to play ball with all that.
That's right.
But it's sounding a lot better. We're having it mixed and recorded right now at Roundhead Studios, so it's great.
That's so exciting. And best studios to record things.
It's a really cool environment. It's so inspiring. It's awesome.
And your videos, they are always quite awesome as well. Quite dark, quite luscious. Who is behind your videos?
We do all of our, a lot of our art direction for Revolution. That was all of us shot over, I think it just took us a few evenings to do, but it was all our ideas and just, a really simple video. For Full Circle, we got Claire Littler, who does a lot of awesome work with heaps of bands around, to help us out, and she brought her aesthetic to it, which is quite cool as well. And then we were able to kind of work that in with our dark kind of morose kind of tone, which was quite nice. But yeah, we're usually really closely involved with our direction and all that kind of stuff.
You maintain the creative control.
Definitely.
And you guys are working on your sophomore album.
Yeah, we are. We're just putting all the our ideas together now and writing as much as we can. Just because we're definitely geared towards the second album. Hence the reason we called the first one Preface.
It's like
we
a
had
book.
a plan.
Yeah.
There's a plan there.
Oh, chapter 1. Did I just guess the title?
No, it's not gonna be that would be. Maybe we should call it chapter 1 because no one will expect that we go that obvious with it.
And when you're, hey, I thought that was a smart guess. And when you're finished, you can be like, acknowledgements. Okay?
Maybe we could.
Take tips from me. Definitely know what I'm talking about. Hey, Brandon, it's been such a pleasure chatting to you.
You as well. Thank you.
Have a wonderful summer. And also, we'll be catching up with you. I'm really excited to watch your career develop. I mean, it's already taking off, obviously, but we'll dub you audience.co.nz sweethearts, and we'll see where it goes. Probably quite far.
Sounds great. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Brendan. Take care.
All right, great. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Yeah.
Say what you will, we are going uphill. Getting out our dreams while awake is the skill. Here's a minor thought, we can get a major deal. I can't stand the way she makes me feel. She climbs up on a pair of high heels. Sick, she throws up to eat a nice meal and lives on lies and guys with suits tied. The type with dark eyes and nightshades, old graves and black caves.
Walking tall, walking through the day and night. Walking tall, till all of my fears are starting to depart.
Nightmares of no shows, no sleep with no dose. We see good rappers homeless like hobos. Snort coke, oh no, we don't want no nos. We live life with no foes, that's why our ego glows. And we're broke, but we're trying to blow up like Mentos and Coke. Yeah, if you're feeling me, you're feeling me. No looking for this enemy while sipping on your Hennessy.
Walking tall, walking through the day and night. Walking tall, till all of my fears are started to part. Running through the daytime, waiting for the nighttime, running through the daytime, waiting for the nighttime,
It's hard to get like winter sweat. Money's a monster, tame the business pet. Bling baller, Willie bleed black. Alligators and haters sitting on life facts. I have exes cause I crossed the line. I don't make music, I just talk and rhyme. My mind aches but I'm feeling fine. Fine lines and thin rules for the simple kind.
walking tall, walking through the day and night. Walking tall,
the Wyld with Uphill there. Keep listening because soon we'll check out their live performance for In Session at Roundhead Studios. Right, now, here's a new discovery on theaudience.co.nz. His name is Trent Williams. Remember it because he's bloody good. But he goes by the name Headshakes. He does lo-fi so well. This track is called The Summer of Love. And I loves it. And it'll be good in summer. Trent Williams, aka Headshakes there with The Summer of Love. Hopefully we'll be hearing from more from him soon. Maybe even have a chat with him at some stage. It's time to continue with the Top 10 chart countdown now. We're knocking on number 7's door. Here's new entrant Merrin with a song called Runaway.
Number 7.
Gosh, we are powering through. We are now up to number 6. What do you think so far? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Don't be apathetic. Go and vote at theaudience.co.nz to have your say as to who should feature on this special wee chart. Actually, no, it's mighty. It's mighty. It's a mighty wee chart. Here's Albion Place right now with a song called Mirrors.
Oh, are you kidding me? No, you can't. Number 6.
If you see the words of wisdom, then the mirror is the wrong place. And if you take a wrong turn, then turn back before it's too late. 'Cause you and I both know.
You voted. You've chosen it. New music. And here it comes. New music, number 5.
Watch the flame flicker in and out. You got a feeling there's something's fine about. No need to struggle, no need to break. Just let your body move like another earthquake. Polar ice caps have melted down. So let your body slip in the Milford Sound. The lights come on, the lights go out. Another child is floating to the top. Shake your ass like an exorcist. Pray your body can't handle it, yeah. Shake your ass like an exorcist. You know your body can't handle it. You got the light, you got the time. You got a feeling and you know it isn't right. When your head starts to shiver and shake, shake your ass like an exit. You know your body can't handle it. Shake your ass like an exit. Skin dance, just razor blade. Feel your body slip into an early grave. Your heart flicks on every sin you take and your body clock. Yeah. You've got the light, you've got the time, you've got a feeling and you know it isn't right. When your head starts to shiver and your body starts to shake, just pray the demons won't be around after you're away. Shake your ass like an exit. Everybody can handle it, yeah. Shake your ass like a scientist. Watch you come together like a petri dish. Don't let possession take us home. Just surrender, let it go. Don't let possession take its toll. And let the film roll. Just let the film roll. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Audience Radio Show. We're just about to check out the Wyld's live in-session performance at Roundhead Studios. Before the break, we heard from Gentlemen with their track Exorcist. That's coming in at number 5. Here's the Wyld right now performing Rome at Roundhead Studios for in-session.
Did some gigs and chilled at home alone. Watched Wyld wage a wicked war, so I fought for the stage and ripped up the floor. Watch me, no fans. Watch it, says fam. Okay, I understand, but I'm taking out time to make my plans. Blowing minds by blurring lines, shifting time so breaks are fine. Don't stay in time, just cross the line. I think he's lost his mind. He's fragmented, demented, uncentered with a dark twist. So I struck base with fist and watched the rip shift the lip.
I'm going down too fast. Oh no, I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I have nothing to lose. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. There's nothing here but me. I don't know what to say. I feel so helpless when they're trying to take me away. And all I wanna know is how will I feel? I cannot see it. I cannot see it. I cannot see it through. I cannot see it through. Well, I'm too far past the line, and now I'm holding all the light. I cannot see it through.
Bergerac, Freezing. We played that because it's good and it's new. Bergerac have a simple bio on theaudience.co.nz. All it says is, some said it will never happen, others said it shouldn't happen, but it has, and it's Bergerac. I like their simplicity. Continuing on, in at number 2 last week, but toppling back to number 4, it's Bob Gaudin with Antarctica.
Okay, gang, number 4. Yeah, very cool.
Antarctica, a land of snow and ice. No polar bears, penguins think it's nice. Antarctica.
3.
I'm standing so weakly on my 2 feet. If only
Jukes there at lucky number 3. that song is titled Sweet. Jukes won Breakthrough Artist awarded by MySpace and have won MTV's Kickstart competition. They've supported Gomez, Blondie and the Pretenders in New Zealand. They're rearing their heads now, their collective head, on the audience chart show as well. Woo! Okay, it's time for number 2. Here's Little Oceans with Sage Advice. This track is called Focus Harder.
Do you need to go number 1s or number 2s? Number 2.
That was the excerpt from number 2, Little Oceans with Focus Harder. Right, it's time to reveal number 1 now. You guys have been so patient. Hannah Donald and Stephen James make Real Life. It's a bit Evanescence-y. I hope they don't mind that comparison. I wouldn't. Here they are with page 28. Check it.
Number 1, baby. See you later.
When this goes far right, where you go, I don't wanna know. So take this real life, take this real life.
And that is us for another edition of the Audience Radio Show. I'm Camilla. It's been a blast. Thank you to the Wyld and member Brandon for taking his time to chat with us. And don't forget to vote online, theaudience.co.nz, or even upload your own music. I'll leave you now with the full version of this week's number 2. It's Little Oceans, Focus Harder. Catch you next week.
The dark when you're building up a life and turning on a light to hit the mark. Catch a ride to make the show where everybody goes to say they're right. Forget everything I've seen and everyone I've been for tonight.